term paper and spends the last 20 minutes outside the professor's office writing notes on the margin. Because in talking about something as powerful as friendship and love that I've had with Paul, you keep thinking, this would add to the story, but we haven't said anything about that. Two things that just came to mind. So pardon me, I'm going to ad-lib and I'll give a prepared remark. I'm going to be really disappointed if you can't tell the difference. When Paul passed away, it was my privilege to be with him. I was there at the house and sent an email within minutes to our classmates. We've been monitoring the situation. And we got one back within a couple of hours from a fellow named Roger Prigge. I can see Gary by him. You know Roger. Irascible, confrontational German farm boy, filled with the love of God. He sent us a long hymn. It was your best man. Okay. And he sent us a long hymn that was valuable, cherished by his family. But to give you an idea, just of sort of the thinking that goes around Air Force Academy graduates, Prigge puts in his introductory paragraph, I roomed with Paul Spencer for 6 months. He was the squadron commander, I was the operations officer. He got to carry a saber. I could only think of 2 nights that I had to hide it from him. So, just to sort of put it in perspective, this is a friendship and a fellowship based on love. A lot of humor, a lot of shared feelings. So let me kind of go into what I think I've said. I've talked about him as a competent and effective cadet leader, which he was as squadron commander. He was a fine athlete, a superb tennis player, played a tough game of squash, and a lacrosse player, which I think you come naturally by when you're born in Maryland. He was a fun-loving running mate when we went downtown to Denver up to the Springs. He was an infatuated suitor, to say the least, when he had this beautiful woman. And Gary, as he just pointed out in memories, our thanks to you, Lori, for that movie, Cupid Ship, so many years ago. It's brought such wonderful rewards. Because he already lived tried, introduced each other. I knew him as a confident, congenial host on my forays to Okinawa during the Vietnam year. We were penniless junior officers. We talked about our Air Force and the war and what we were going to do when we grew up. Mainly, I came to know him in his adult life by staying with him on my forays to the Pentagon. Jeff talked during the services, wherever you are, about the long evenings of discussion. What he didn't mention was the horrible hungover drives to the Pentagon the next day. But I was the ghost that ate the wonderful meal and tore up the night. And I'm honored to say that I got to know him very well and to grow very much myself during his recovery from this terrible illness 9 years ago. Thank you once again for your role in saving his life at that time. In between those experiences, the Spencer family has become very cherished and personally a joy to Judy and me. The first people we met when we came out of Alaska after we got married, before we ever went back and met our own respective families, we checked in with Paul and Pat. So let me get after the fact blessing on our own marriage and our own nervousness about presenting two families with the fact that their children were married. We shared times with our children. I'm going to remind the Spencer children that when they came to Denver 25 years ago and I took them on a foray into the Rocky Mountains for a wonderful hike, they still refer to as the day we all got lost. One of the things we do, and Jeff talked about these late night discussions after Pat and Paul, who was a superb cook, put some feast in front of me. We'd break out a bottle or two, whatever was in season. The kids, and you were actually very well behaved, would go off to bed and we'd sit up and start talk way into the night. We'd talk about politics and history and music. We always had the records on. And we'd even read poetry. We'd read the English Romantic poets, the English Restoration poets from 400 years ago. Somehow sex is much prettier when it's used in works like these. He's been so we'd sit on the floor and read these things. And we'd read John Donne, the wonderful English playwright and romantic poet. John Donne wrote some very powerful words that we never read because perhaps we knew we'd have to read them today. Because John Donne wrote 400 years ago, "No man is an island, entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. Any man's death diminishes me, because I am involved in the tide, and therefore never send the note for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee." God's humanity extends to all of us, particularly on a day like today. And it's wonderful in my heart to be able to reach back to that powerful voice 400 years ago and know that we are all part of the community of God's children. And Paul is surely resting in the care of God. To comfort all of us, I hope. From the same time, Paul's powerful love of great literature and history comes forth in Shakespeare. And relating to us who've had the privilege to wear the uniform to serve our nation, we have the ultimate military pep talk, the greatest inspirational speech ever given, supposedly by a military commander. Words that MacArthur or Patton or even Churchill could only wish to have said. They come from Shakespeare. We happy few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother. I want to talk just a moment of the pride I've had of having Paul his brother in arms, his comrade, his classmate, lifelong friend and patriot. He stood with us through Dooley summer. He rose to leadership of our squadron. He stood with us in the heat of the Phnom up on the Mekong River, supporting gunships and rescue, perhaps the most revered of the Vietnam era missions, the one that hoped that we get right. He stood with us as an intelligence officer as he quietly assessed the weaknesses and the strengths and the intents of our adversaries, little knowing, as any of us did, that we would see the rewards of that work so soon, that in 1989, 22 years after Paul retired, we would know the joy of seeing the Berlin Wall fall. And we would thank him, and I think all of us share the joy of that. He stood with us and upheld our ideals as he taught and coached his students. And he cared so much about using the game of tennis to inspire, motivate, and shape young people. He was a superb teacher and a darn good coach. He was stricken at far too young an age, but we watched together as we exchanged that youthful vigor for a wiser understanding of our own children, our own grandchildren, and God's plan for us. And we leave him today among the heroes here at Arlington, confident that he has stood with us, he has kept the faith, and he has been a proud brother in our